Year 8 begins. Episode 262 begins right now. Dub Life.
It's Dub Life. Every Sunday afternoon, it's Dub Life. Natalie and Kaya too. If you ride the horse, say, make sure you squeeze it tight. It's Dub Life tonight.
Safety.
Isn't it amazing? Year 8. Hope you've enjoyed the beginning of the 7-year celebration. You had the last year kind of the kickoff, and then you've had the YouTube Shorts happening all week long. And remember, you can see it on Instagram Reels, you can see them on YouTube Shorts, but then there's a poll in the post, in the community tab of YouTube, where you actually vote. I can't count the comments from the different things. You got to go to the poll. That's the official one. And vote your favorite, funniest moment of Dub Life. And that'll be going on for several months. So lots of fun to come on that. And but we're here at the beginning of year 8, and we are about to leave in 15-ish hours for LegionsCon. Kimberly and I, my older sister, coming with me again back for year 2 of her attending LegionsCon. And so in this video, we're going to have Kim and I's drive up. We're going to have... I'm going to go to the studio on Thursday, get a little tour I've done before, show you some cool things, talk to some folks, and then we're going to have the GCon reveals, named after George. It works for the studio, of all the new wave of Mythic Legions. If you're watching this, right now it is LegionsCon. We are there at Sunday at LegionsCon. So these are things that just happened a couple days ago. And then next week, you'll get LegionsCon proper, and with the show itself. But we have all this other stuff going on right now. I will catch you up here on Mom. We are going to go try to have Thanksgiving, not on Thanksgiving Day, but early in the week. She thinks she's at a place where she can sit in a wheelchair long enough to sit at a table and have dinner, which is great. She keeps doing her exercises. She keeps working hard. We are very proud of her. So thanks for all the well wishes and support, and continue with that, please. And for Victoria and for Dad and for everybody. So it's there's a lot going on. It's going to be a fun, eventful week. You're going to have lots of LegionsCon coverage from now, Wednesday, Friday, ongoing. You probably already had some earlier, yesterday or the day before. I'm not sure. There'll be shorts, Instagram stuff, lots of good stuff coming for LegionsCon. I'm excited. It's one of our favorite times of the year. But right now, in 5 minutes, I've got to try to get our MomoCon 2026 hotel. The MomoCon Hunger Games begins in 5 minutes. Kaya's favorite show of the year. It'll be the one going into her senior year. I got to try to get the hotel. So here we go. MomoCon Hunger Games. And then we'll continue. At noon, they go up. It's 11:57. Natalie's here helping me. We got to get one. We got to get one.
We'll get one.
Success.
Woo!
Success. But you'll see that in 6 months. On Rufus. Now we got to go get a car, because I'm not driving my car with 200,000 miles to New Jersey. So Natalie's going to take me to pick up the rental car. Safety. However, speaking of other videos, before we go get the car, in 2 weeks, November 21st through 23rd, I think that's right, Retro Toy Con, Greenville, South Carolina. So I'll come home from LegionsCon, I'll have a week off, and then back to Retro Toy Con. Excited for that. If you're watching this because of Legions, I will tell you that our friend Jeremy Gerard, Director of Marketing for Horsemen, is coming to Retro Toy Con with me for the first time. So we're going to have some fun. That is coming up. I do want to remind you of that. Now we'll go get a car. Well, rental car. What do I have here? Chevy Equinox, I think. Chevy Equinox. Whenever we get to a gas station at some point in the future, I will show it to you. But rented an SUV so that we have room to bring stuff home and luggage and what have you. But all right, we'll jump ahead. I have to go pick up Kim, and I got to finish my work day. Go pick up Kim, get packed, all that boring stuff. So we'll jump ahead. I don't know what the last thing I did, but I have Tim now. Oh, we got the Equinox. I'll show you that when we stop somewhere. So it is now 8:20. We're leaving at 3:30-ish. So I need to go to sleep. Are you excited?
I am excited.
Are you more excited for LegionsCon or to stop at Wawa and get the Gobbler?
Definitely LegionsCon.
But do you remember the gobbler at Wawa? The cup with the Thanksgiving dinner?
I do remember that.
So we went to Baltimore a couple weeks ago. We came home and they had just brought it back. It's so good. That's all we're eating. We're eating the gobbler. We're not going to eat much because most of the trip is going to be in the middle of the night. So Wawa the gobbler. We're not eating that peanut soup. That place. Was that us? I don't remember if that was with Natalie somewhere in Virginia. It was gross. But we're going to LegionsCon it. Are you going to eat the Irish pub?
I think that's very likely.
I have beef jerky in my bag. And goldfish crackers. And diet peach tea.
I like diet peach tea.
You won't eat Slim Jim?
I don't like...
You're going to eat at the lounge, though, and get free bacon.
Yeah.
So we are going to leave in a few hours. We'll catch up then. Remember, this video is going to the studio on Thursday. GCon on Friday. Won't be a dragon, but I don't know what there will be. And then next week, LegionsCon proper. All right, it's bedtime. The gobbler's coming soon, though. It's the middle of the night, 3:16. Letting Rufus to pee before I leave. And Kim and I are getting ready to leave. Probably wait till it's light. Start talking to you more. Maybe we'll be at a Wawa getting the gobbler. But we're actually getting away about 45 minutes earlier. Woke up 2:20. I'm ready to go. Time for LegionsCon. Sun is starting to come up. We are in North Carolina. It's pretty. There's some sunrise over the water there, whatever water that is. It is 6:30. Still got the moon over there. But it's been a good drive so far. Listening to Midnight Burger that just finished season 2. That is Victoria's favorite audio drama podcast. And last year on the way and on the way back, we listened to the first 19 episodes. They're each like an hour plus. So we listened to our first 18 episodes. And we've listened to the last 2 of season 2. Anyway, that's our update. It's pretty with the sun coming up, so I thought I'd show you. All right, stop 1. I think we're in North Carolina. Right, Sheets. There's the Equinox. Yeah, Chevy, I think. I have not driven an American car in so long. Probably 12, 15 years. Everything's on the reverse side. Usually drive import cars, but we're somewhere in the mountains of North Carolina on the way to Virginia. I was hoping to get to a Wawa, but we needed gas. So we also like Sheets. And we have neither of these in Georgia. So breakfast and gas and pee stop. You know, TT, wee wee. You know, Sheets is the one that has tables you can eat at. I don't think Wawa has that, but they have all kind of things. Meatball, Parmesan panini. You can order from a menu. I don't know, all kind of stuff. All kind of stuff. Yeah, you can self-checkout it. Are you ordering the holidays sub?
No, I'm ordering an egg sandwich with hash browns.
Poor holidays sub.
I'm getting cheesy bacon tater bombs.
That sounds good.
It did sound good.
Peanut butter stuffed. I'm gonna have to get that. I just might have to get that. We've continued. We're now in Virginia. Kim's holding hands with Bucky the Beaver and Rockingham, Virginia. Hello, Bucky. We're just gonna keep stopping at gas stations. Hopefully we'll go to a Wawa too, because I want to get the gobbler. But a Sheets, Bucky's, Wawa trifecta is about as good as it gets on a trip like this. I wonder if they have Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends, but Christmas sweater, and they just yelled out fresh brisket on the board. Although it's only 10:39, 10:40, so maybe not necessarily the fresh brisket time. Hey there, guy. Oh. I was gonna film some brisket, but I found Walter.
Oh man.
Are you gonna get brisket?
Oh, I'm gonna get some. Yeah, just get a beer and get some brisket.
Do they have beer at Buc-ee's?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they do. Yeah.
They do. I'm gonna
It's
have
10:30 in the morning. I bet I can't make. I got 6 more hours.
Yeah, I'm
6
fine
more.
with it. That's fine.
You're good
I'll
to go.
do it. Yeah,
You're
I'll still
good to
be
go.
good.
Are you gonna dance later tonight?
Oh yeah.
We'll see that later in the video. We'll see Walter. I got him. me that. Yeah, Chris and Walter's here.
I waffled back and forth.
A neck pillow and goodie pie cakes.
I waffled back and forth between this one and the one that's shaped like the actual beaver.
Oh.
I don't know. This one is
It's a
memory
little naughty.
foam, so it seems like it would, work better.
There's a beaver.
It's shaped like a beaver around your neck, like
That's
like the
clearly the one. What are you
know.
talking about?
I don't think there's no other
Okay, I'll go.
You can
get-
wear that all weekend. You don't need to feel it. Look at it. It has a tail.
I know. But like,
Oh, that one's so much more comfortable.
you only say that because it looks like.
Look at it. Put it on. Oh, clearly. Yes. I don't think I've seen that aspect of Buckles. We got Chris here. We got Walter here. In the same place we are. Club Melt. Further north to New Jersey. Beaver chips. Brisket. He's making the brisket right there. Look at that man. He's yelling out fresh brisket on the board. We like that. All right, let's get some food and get out of here. Pennsylvania now. At the Wawa that's like somehow in a neighborhood. We're 2.5 hours away. So we're almost there.
That same one.
1:45. Yeah, we're making good time. We might get there in under 13 hours, which it's a 12-hour drive, so it'll be great. Oh, safety. Well, I may have to add a few minutes to that here at the Wawa.
Yeah, I do see.
The Gobbler.
I may have to have one.
The Gobbler. Yes. Yes. We are close. Wireless CarPlay in this car, I can show you that. 5 minutes away. Well, 5 miles away, but 15 minutes. We've entered tri-state traffic, but we're so close. Looks like LegionsCon time to me. Look how beautiful the sunset is over the LegionsCon hotel. All right, we got to get checked in and such. It's gorgeous, though. It's a 12-hour drive. We did it in 13 hours and 10 minutes with our stops. That's good. Look how pretty the leaves are. All right, hotel time. All right, we are here. Hanover Marriott. I'll show you the rooms. Definitely, if you want to come to LegionsCon, try to get into the host hotel. It's very nice Marriott. And we'll show you, we'll be spending the whole weekend here. That'll be more next video, because actually we will leave tomorrow, go to the studio. Nice big rooms. There's Kimmy. Plenty of space for action figure play. And then we have a view. We can see people coming in from right there. But we are here. Gotta get unpacked and let's do it. Kimmy and I are in the M Club Lounge getting a little drink and a snack before we hang out with folks. It's a beautiful lounge here if you have platinum status or higher at Marriott. We'll be here for breakfast and everything. And at night they have little hors d'oeuvres, cheeses, shrimp and vegetable in phyllo dough. That sounds like a you item. And some cheeses and what have you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Carvar Customs here.
What's up?
Long time appearer and viewer. Probably longer than basically everyone else in this room, would be my guess. Second would be Eric, because I know Eric from before. Yeah, you might have the record. How's that make you feel?
Pretty good. I'm sure somebody will beat me by the end of the weekend, but pretty good.
Maybe. You can come to Carvar Con. When is that?
July 11th.
July 11th, 26 in Ohio?
Yep, Newark, Ohio.
Newark, Ohio. Should they come?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We'll be promoting that. I've already shared some of it, but as we start to see the naughty bits.
Pretty quick and like, doing them pretty good. And I was hammering them out.
So,
I was pretty impressed. And then at the end,
how you
I
doing?
got a big fat leg. So I got a few.
What? Puppies! There's puppies! I've done my job. This is evidence. Jeremy, when you watch this video, I did my job.
Well done.
It was outsourced to me.
Oh dear.
I did my job. Oh. So, Rich, I was just talking to your mates, and they told me if I upped my Patreon pledge to $29.99 a month, every time there's a lore reading, you will do interpretive dance on video to the lore in a tea bag.
No.
$59.99.
No, but I can persuade Mal to do it for $59. How about that?
What if it is a direct deposit, PayPal, friends and family, just straight to you?
Nobody needs to see me dance.
$199.99. One of the fun things that happens on Wednesday night at LegionsCon is the Mythic Conversations. You see Jeremy and Eric Treadaway, and everybody sits around the fire pit and listens and watches it and hangs out and says hello. Which a few years ago there was like 3 of us out here, and now it's like its own little convention.
We've arrived.
We're saying hot pants.
I say hot pants. Okay.
And you can also say hot pants like me, as I recall.
Hot pants, goddammit.
It's just been a lot of this. A lot of hanging out with the good people. Nathaniel. Where is Nathaniel? Is he not here yet? Hello.
I'm taking a picture. Took a picture of you.
All right, I know it has been a bit chaotic. You can hear, you can kind of see people down there. I'm not going to the room. I haven't filmed very much because I've just been hanging out with all my friends that I haven't seen in many cases for a year. The people we talk to all the time on the internet, whatever. So tomorrow we'll wake up, breakfast, and we're going to the studio for Intern for a day, where we'll get to take a tour and do some different things. We're going to be a lot of that on here. And then more hanging out tomorrow night, and then GCon. So at this con, I actually don't film as much of the hanging out because it happens all the time. But it's not like the usual crew like Seth and the guys like that where we get up to no good. We're just sitting and hanging out and catching up and talking about the families and whatever. And I don't want to just put the camera in people's faces. Here and there, obviously, a little bit for some fun. But great, first night, we're here. I'm exhausted, I've been up a long time. So, time for bed. We'll catch up tomorrow. Next morning, day 2. Still not even day 1 of the convention. That's still 2 days away. But day 2 for us. We're gonna go to the studio, do the Intern for a day experience. But first, bacon. Hopefully bacon. And after sausages, we're here.
Yay!
Studio time. It's gonna be fun.
Yes, it is.
I've got friends standing and waiting. Hello.
Running my table will be Kara and Yumi.
Krispy Kreme.
Anybody remember
Breakfast of Champions.
special about Saturday? Just a reminder, I'm out here waiting.
Adams, I have a hot dog cat. Are you going to get a hot dog cat?
I mean, if they got it, I'm getting it.
You should recognize that voice and these hands. See? All right, guys, this is what we're doing. Oh, the twiddle fingers. We're looking at this doof that Adam has that I've never seen before. I mean, all of this up here, that's a lot. That's cool. I guess I should tell you generally what is happening. So if you're not familiar, usually in the summer, make sure I'm not in a place I'm not supposed to be, and get put on full Horsemen punishment. They open up a lottery system for Intern for a day and open to the public. And if you win, if your name is drawn, you get to come here for a studio tour, lots of cool experiences, and you get to learn how they make toys, and it's about to begin. And that was walking like you gotta take a dog.
Intern for a day. Especially for this event, and we really appreciate you guys coming here. I know you guys are excited to be here and excited to see all the wonders that you're going to see today, and we're really excited to have you. One of the things that you have to do, I mean, going around to the different stations, the different, like the painting stations and the packaging by name stations, and all the different stations are great, but getting to sit in on Eric's station, I get to do this every year, and I actually have to sit here and watch for a few minutes.
Given a badge with one of our faction logos. If you check in a little bit late, maybe because you're on Arizona time. After this, welcome, just see me, and I'll get you sorted into your faction. You could buy, like, you know, the little beer barbarian parts. We don't have something like that this year, so we said, what can we put at the end of the armory experience that they might want to buy? So we figured, what figures would be really desirable? The legendary barbarian, that is part of this is our touring figure that we've done all year. So we will have this at LegionsCon as well, but we know it's desirable. This is one of the last opportunities that's going to be sold before we put the remainder online. We give you a chance to buy. These are one per person.
Are great. And I mean, you use them for so long and you kind of internalize some of it, but this really helps with composition.
Yes.
So I've seen some fantastic paint jobs out there, especially on like gaming miniatures, where I look at it and go, oh man, the technique on each part of this model is fantastic, but the composition is a mess, so I don't see anything when I look at it. It's just a mess of things, because it's easy to overlook that something has to hang together as a whole. Something needs to look like something, and the colors that you decide to use tell a story, even if it's just the way they move together. So
Buy one of those rocks.
Come on over here.
Everybody does. We're going to go to our next room, finish Cameron's painting session. Now we're going to go to Sherry's painting. Look at that drawing. We're going to come back to the shelf. We got to move to our next one. We got to come back and show you more of these. Ooh. I'm excited to step away again so I can catch you up. So you have all these sessions. Cameron and Sherry, two of their painters, which is what we just did. Photography, packaging, sculpting, which is what we're about to do, all these different things. And so you spend like 8 hours here at the studio through the day. And you get to see how a figure's made, basically. And do some other really cool things. So it's highly advisable. I'm not filming everything. I'll film a few clips here and there. We're also going to do a tour and see some of the history of the studio. I'll film more of that. You can go back. Several years ago, I have an intern for a day. I think the video's called I Was an Intern for a Day at Four Horsemen. And you can see almost everything that happens. Highly recommend. Enter the lottery, try to win it. It's just one of the coolest days you can have in toys. Geometry is already built into it. So what you're looking for is your surface is built into these quadrants. And that's what every one of those intersections is a point that you can manipulate individually, and that's where your detail comes in. And so sculpting traditionally, I could do a side of something relatively quickly. Let's say I could rough out a side of a head in 30 minutes. It doesn't take 30 minutes to do the other side. It takes 3 hours to do the other side because you're trying to match it. Brutal. So now, not only is it can you put the symmetry on, but you see it happening in real time, which is even better than like in some programs you would do it and you could flip it, but then you could get to the point where maybe that doesn't work, and then you find out once you flip it. Okay, so I'm actually gonna start moving some clay here. Yes, walrus.
All right. And so I'm using the move tool here, which is this pulls the material, and it's really good for doing like the broad stroke.
Spear is now egg.
Exactly. It's as easy as that, right?
Yep, walrus is coming.
Right.
Yes.
And so.
Yes.
Oh, it's well, and the thing about it is too is it's like it's not like it's cutting down on time for the sake of cutting down on time. The way I look at it is it's cutting down on time so I can spend the time on something else. So like I took one of those and dropped it down here, just stretched it into the tusk. And what I'm going to do here, I actually need to mirror. Let's see here. So what I'm going to do before I do that, this is something like right now. Again, this is in symmetry.
Now he's a Pokemon.
He's giving into the darkness.
See the mask? It's great because I'm completely moving this one around while the other one stays where it is, and then I can just flip that.
I need that tiny helmet.
So what
I'm just ready to do the walrus dance. I'm ready.
I'm gonna take my drawing tool down, and then the way I'm gonna build a little helmet up is I'm gonna use this mask tool again.
It's like a fez.
Tentacles. So far, this is.
We've actually had both. Actually.
Yeah, I made the tusks first and saved them. So if this was a figure, you might be able to get both, and
It's got like the Merlin from Excalibur head.
Yep.
So start thinking about that stuff very early and start, because a lot of times we're incorporating existing joints into it.
Right.
And when you work, it's got its advantages, it's got its disadvantages. Here, what we're looking for is speed, so that is the advantage that we're going for here. And I can say right now, like, this is the sort of thing Chris would see, and he would kill me. This is the way I'm putting this together right now is in no way producible, and so that would be the tricky part, is like to do something that's got these kind of extreme details. Like, how do you make that work in production? You got to think about it a little bit. You have to engineer it. Like, do you take this entire back section with the quills off so we can mold it in a like a super flexible material?
It's like the Hanar in Mass Effect. They're like floating jellyfish who have gravity generators.
Probably the strangest thing you've created today.
He's perfect.
Hey, he's Batman.
Right. That's
I kind of love him, actually.
I like his face. It's fierce. I
Yeah.
just got some strength.
You're gonna follow D to a photo session.
This is gonna be fun.
Always such a cool thing to watch Eric Trotaway sculpt. Walrus Man. And the words he got were walrus, porcupine, knight, tentacle. And that's what was created. Now we're going to see Trevor shoot photos.
How come they did such a safe pose? Now you know why. That's right.
Exactly where I was going with that. Is like, sometimes you see it and you're like, well, it's not very dynamic. It's like, dude, that's the best I could get out of this figure without it falling over.
Pretty crowded in that room, so I'm going to show you some of these guys here. This wave is yet to come out. It should be here in the next month or two. That's the retailer wave this year. A lot of these are the wave 2 of the Ox Crew.
Come on over here.
Like, it's out already. And then these are the show exclusive figures here. You can pick up. This is I think that's Ashes of Endor, maybe? No, that is Rising Suns. Yeah, look at Scapular too. Look at these guys. That's a show exclusive here. Yeah, this is all. So either it is show exclusive. That is just a crazy item. And then the rest of these are the next mythic wave to come out, and the next cosmic wave will come out probably. These were solicited like a year ago, so they're almost here. They look great. Just look at this bear. Just look at it. It's so good. So good. And that guy too. This is quite a wall of figures. Come back and show you Baethir here, the dragon, since he will not be at LegionsCon because he's too big to move around. But I've obviously shown this plenty of times over the years. There's Chris. You get all the unlocked figures here, which I do not know that all of them have been shown before. So the whole shebang is there, which is just fantastic. We're gonna take a tour of some of this stuff in a little while. I don't know what those are. Various 2-ups and prototypes. Maybe that's from GCon. I think they had some folks do some GCon Customs. I think that's what that is from Designer Con, and different things they've worked on or shown over the years.
That rings true.
Which is cool to see, but Jeremy's going to give us a tour. I'll try to film some of that. And that's probably clay right there, like actual hand sculpted stuff. Maybe? I don't know. That maybe not actually, because these are prototypes of our upcoming wave, Rise of the Beast. Yeah, I'm wrong about that. Just looks very cool. But we'll talk more about that once we get the tour. Lunchtime now, Jersey Pizza. Is that pleasing to you? And there's 1 million seat cushions. Chris, how much does a pirate pay for corn? A buccaneer! Stuck into Diego's office. Yes. So many cool things in here. I love the Warhammer display. And then that's where they film Fourish, if you ever watch that. Alright, we've ate lunch and now we're coming to do our armory experience. Are you going to buy extra figures?
Yeah.
That's it, just yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Dee and I are going to do an overview video that will have already aired. So if you want to see the way this works, go back and watch that. But it's basically build your own custom action figure.
It's going to be lit.
And they will have this at LegionsCon as well. The flag means it's exclusive. And Big G's going to do the video with us here in a minute. Show us how to do it. But you can see they'll give you a tray and you just go. You pick your bodies, your heads, your armor, all that stuff. But go back and watch if you're interested in this. I mean, all of this will have already ended. But if you're interested in it for next week, we'll have put a video up with Greg and Dee. And then I'll show you the things we get. But this is one of the fun things they introduced us last year with the Knights. And now it's the Gladiators this year.
For the record, the white bodies are showing you an example of the armors.
It's the armors, but it's just the default model.
Yeah, it's showing you. He just shows the white body so it could show the nice color variation.
Yes. He's going through for round 2. What's your red elf name?
I don't know yet.
Flame Burst?
Nah.
Flame Burstia?
Nah. His name is Daryl.
Daryl.
This is the entry toy we normally use. So this is where we normally would welcome people in. We took you in through the other door today to check you in, because normally in past years, people come in this door, they make it to about here. And then they're like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. We get a traffic jam because everyone wants to stay in this vestibule and just look at all the cool stuff. Which, by the way, this session doesn't last a full hour. You will have time to check stuff out, take pictures of the prototypes, and come back in here. But first, I'm going to talk you through what you're seeing in these cases. First thing we're going to look at is down here, these really big Minotaur figures. Those are from one of our earliest lines called Seventh Kingdom. That's Zethius and all of his characters. You can see that, for all the parts reuse we do now, these early waves were basically one figure body just with like different heads. That's what this was, but these were prototyped at a time where the way Horsemen used to do business is they would, come up with a wave of figures. They would have one main figure they would produce, and they would work with companies like Toy Fair Magazine and Raving Toy Maniac and so forth. Mythic Legions figure. And what happened was, when the studio made the decision that they wanted to upscale, what they decided to do was they took the original figure, they 3D scanned it, and they printed it out. But this is over 10 years ago. So the 3D scanning technology, the 3D printing technology was certainly less than it is today. They also didn't need a very high resolution copy. They just wanted a placeholder to put next to other figures to see how it felt. And of course, it must have felt pretty good, because here we are today, all these years later. Super excited. I mentioned earlier, if you heard me talk about it, that this is all you're moving to a new location. If you get in your car and go to a new location, it would be there in a minute. It was literally right
Talking
around
about the Wall of Legions and
this space that we
the new location that'll have all of them.
Eric will send over files to me.
Darius in there causing trouble.
Program,
While they're in the 3D print room, I'll try to show you. It's hard with the glare. So Jeremy was telling us that these females were unreleased. So these are all 2-up
and it's quick.
prototypes.
If you
If you don't leave at 4 o'clock, it's not gonna take 6 hours.
They were unreleased from the Gothropolis wave, but the Gothropolis wave did have the birds. And then they were released as Etheron's dozen. He's telling us that big bird, Chris, got run by the factory. And then the timekeepers. So these are, a lot of these are prototypes. These are 2-ups. The Mythic Legions were 1/18 scale, and then these are 2-ups of the original 7th Kingdom. And then over here, some of the other things they've made, Power Lord, some of the other lines, some never got made, some did. So just cool to see. And then this has got a bunch of the original Legions in there. So much cool stuff. So come back here. Jeremy was saying that is the first ever 6-inch scale Legions. That's why it looks like that. It's like the very first one. And the rest of these are like, these are called fine cuts of the Rise of the Beasts wave, or some of the figures from that wave. That's what confused me, is original, brand new, side by side. And there's various other stuff there. Sweet.
First 10%, first 10 to 20% of the fees is really fun. And the last,
I was too busy when I got to go with Trevor, but here's what he was. That's a big dia.
Yeah, that's from Eric Bryson.
Nice.
He's going to be there tomorrow. He's going to have some of those for sale.
That's nice. Trevor does shows off his photo and everything here.
I said nobody knows. No, I'm telling you, that's what
some prototypes, true prototypes over here that Trevor's taking pictures of from recent waves.
Full painted.
I'm excited about that gnome.
We truly appreciate each and every one of you. And I can't say enough about how much we value your trusting in us and to make it's just toys. But it's so freaking cool.
As we were driving up, Kim said she's going to be conservative on the purchases. She has a box, and we have not yet left. We haven't even got to the shop. Does that please you?
Yes.
Oh, it's a full box. Oh, yes. Yes.
It is.
That's winning.
It's mostly cosmic stuff, and then one
Christmas
more
Past.
Christmas Past.
you guys, are you guys over there?
We returned from the studio. There are a lot of people. It's going to be great. Sitting under the halo light. I'm going to go to the lounge in a minute. Let me catch you up, because I know that's a lot of scattered clips. So if you win Intern for a day, and you get to go, I think there's 6 sessions, and they're each 1 hour in length. And then so they serve breakfast to start with, bagels, Danishes, that type of stuff. And then you're divided up into groups, and I think it's 6. So you can do the armory experience. That's one of the sessions. You take the tour, that is with Jeremy, talking about the history of some of the prototypes, the figures. I showed you some of that. I also showed you, I went back to some of that and showed you. And then that also, they'll show you some of the stuff in the 3D print room. That was busy, so I didn't want to get in people's way. Filming there, that's a session. You get a split art session. You spend 30 minutes with Cameron. I showed you a little bit of that. 30 minutes with Sherry. I don't think I filmed anything in there. 2 of their master painters that paint the figures. Is that 3? Yeah. An hour with Nate Barch, who does the packaging art. And he talks to you about his process. An hour with Trevor Williams, product photography, shows you how he uses the dioramas, how he works with the prototypes, that kind of stuff. And then Eric Trotaway sculpting. So it's 6 1-hour sessions. It's quite a lot. And it's actually technically, I guess, 7 sessions, because one of them is a split with the artists. And then lunch in the middle, pizza and appetizers and whatever, salad. And then at the end, everybody took a picture. That was really nice. And if you are win an intern, you get a gift. They send you home with a gift, which is a thing you can only get by winning intern. It's usually a bust of a figure, which is very cool. Plus, they have private shopping here, where they have a QR code. You scan it, and you shop for whatever things that they have for sale at the studio, and they'll package it up and send you home with it, or they'll ship it to your house for only $9.95. They'll ship it to you. So all of that happens while you're at Intern. Plus, you get to meet everybody in the studio, the owners, all the different things. You get basically learn how a figure is made. It's very cool. So I've very random clips I showed you of that. It's a lot of fun. I would highly recommend it. For the rest of this episode of Dub Live, I'm going to hang out some more downstairs tonight, and tomorrow is GCon. GCon's the reveals, and after GCon, and we get to see the prototypes of the new figures, that's when we'll end this episode. And next week will be LegionsCon itself. So it's Mythic weekend, but it's really week at this point. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but a lot of people came in on Wednesday. There were people here on Monday. So lots of fun. Lots of fun. You can hear and see all the people Thursday night at LegionsCon. Elijah.
Yes, bud.
If they bring out the Walrus Man tomorrow, will you do the Walrus dance with me where we put our toast down and go, arr, arr, arr? Will you do it?
We'll squeeze it first, and then we'll do that.
Show them preview of the Walrus dance. Tusk. Arr, arr, arr. It's happening. It's happening. TV, you're doing it, right? Yeah. Sir, what are we doing? What are we playing with right now? We got an Otho?
The Otho 2.0, and I'll let you finish it.
Is that your favorite?
Might be. You might be my favorite.
Is the lion head helmet. That's how I have mine displayed as well. Oh, he's good.
I just want to thank Eric for even making this figure.
Absolutely.
Like I don't have the original, so this was much needed.
Are you hopeful that tomorrow at GCon they reveal a Walrus Man?
Yes.
And it has big tusks?
Yes.
If they do that, will you stand up with me and put your tusk in your mouth and go, oh, oh, and do the walrus dance?
Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
It'll be a victory for all of us.
Yes, it will.
Yeah. You having a good time? Good show?
Oh, absolutely.
You're just camped out here amidst all. There's everywhere you look. There's just love and friends and joy.
I was looking forward to this all year.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best. Where do you come from?
Connecticut.
Oh, that's not far.
No,
that's not
the
far.
train ride. It took me
Look,
about...
even there's a puppy walking up to us even. A puppy. It's good times. We've reached this point. The show opens in 35 hours. And it's hacky sack time. I don't know how much more I filmed during the hanging out, because I did a significant amount of hanging out, and it was glorious. All my friends. So good to see everybody. I don't think I filmed very much of it. But it's midnight. You hear, it's still a full house down in the lobby. Truly. You can't really see it. But I need to be a good boy. I'm so tired from the drive yesterday. And we've got a long 3 days ahead, starting with GCon tomorrow morning, which will be the end of this video. So I'm going to go to bed, and we'll wrap this thing up tomorrow. And then next week, the rest of LegionsCon. All right. Final day of the video. Good morning. It is 7:45. I was gonna say, I bet it's quiet this morning, but I hear people immediately. We're on the 5th floor. I guess not. GCon starts in 2.5 hours. So I thought it might be quiet. Kim's still asleep. I just had to get up and get some breakfast. Try to have a slow, proper start to the morning. Hydrate a little bit. Some coffee, that kind of thing. But we're here. Ready to see what the review will be. It's gonna be a good time.
Nope. I mean, I guess technically, people could have just never went to bed. Who knows? I'm getting some food. With the banners up, which is the exciting moment. The first, we haven't walked over here at all this whole video. Guess I'll do it for you before I eat. So when you walk through the corridor of delights, and then you come over here, you see Curtis already manning the line to make sure there's no one cheating. Is there already a line?
There is a line.
That's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not,
You have the VIPs, and then you have...
got a bacon first.
Just the P's.
Oh, I do hear commotion. There's a legitimate line, not like a person.
No, there's like 30 people.
No interns yet.
Yeah, just people.
Curtis, when do you know the dance to do when it happens? When they reveal the Walrus Man?
I didn't know there was a walrus.
Oh, I believe there's a Walrus Man.
Oh, okay.
One tusk, other tusk, Put them both up. Tuscany Trout. Will you do it with me if it happens?
Absolutely.
Yay! Darla, you? Walrus Man? Yay!
She'll be excited. She plays a lot of World of Warcraft.
So you're in on Walrus Man?
Walrus people, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I think they call them the Tuskars.
Well, we'll get down there. So GCon is in, like, what this whole room is. And that's the main LegionsCon room, but that's all next video. Well, no, you'll see GCon in this one. But now I need bacon. Oh, yeah, there's the bacon. Oh, yeah. We've moved in here. It's about to be GCon.
This is a significant line. It's gonna be full.
Hello. Filling up.
One thing we ask you is if you are in this room, please do not be talking because we are live streaming. If you want to have a conversation about how mind-blowing the reveal you just saw was.
You're in the studio with us. Welcome to Four Horsemen's GCon 2025, Mythic Legions, the Dawns of Discovery.
I still think we should change it.
George woke up with no voice this morning. Of course, all the people back in our studio have been crazy busy leading up to this point, and we're all excited for you guys to get to check this out. So everybody here in the studio and everybody here at home, welcome. We thank you for being here. I'm going to pass this off to Jeremy Gerard. Go. Bye. He's healthy, he just doesn't have a voice. Hopefully. And we'll bring Joe out instead.
Okay, but before Joe comes out, let's do this reveal and he can bring out the figure with him. Does that sound good?
Absolutely.
That's great.
Are you all ready to see the first figure in the Dawn of We got a lot of new stuff to show you, but
oh,
I'm just a bystander.
Have a seat.
I'm just enjoying myself.
Have a seat. You're more than always more than welcome.
oh, that is wonderful. So happy to see you. So what I was saying was we've got a lot of new ideas in this wave, but we don't want to jump right into the deep end right out of the gate. We want to give you something that's a little more familiar. So this is a name that's probably going to be familiar to a lot of you. She's been around for a while. You actually met her again recently. She had a bit of a cameo in the Horror of Einsamal short story. The first reveal for Mythic Legions Dawns of Discovery is General Delphina of So as Joe brings this in and shows it off to the crowd, Eric, this is a character that we've had in the line before. This is a character that was first released in the Advent of Decay wave, but we're seeing her at a new point in the story again. We said this is 10 years later. This is General Delphina, so her role has evolved, but this entire figure has evolved in a very significant way.
Next year for LegionsCon. Yeah, she's absolutely beautiful.
For undiscovered shores, strange new lands, I think it's time that we show reveal number 2, which is
this on the strange,
which is probably the polar opposite on the spectrum of what's familiar versus something that I think is pretty new. And speaking of new, this is from a brand new faction called the Fishers Guild. Okay, so the factions of Mythos are something that we've had for a number of years, and we've started to see some new ones, right? Obviously, the Order of Phaethir, the Sept of Arisia, Mobu.
walrus, baby.
Let's get to a
This is a perfect pair for me because we have the familiar.
You look even more strange. I love that open mouth head. Is we don't have actually a faction logo on this slide here because this is a character that's a bit mysterious at this point. As one can imagine, the opening of the trade and the relations between these two worlds creates a lot of opportunities, and whenever there's opportunities, there are people that are at the front of the line to cash in on those opportunities. And that's the character we have here, the master of coin and commerce as part of this new discovery of Mythos. This is Eben Prosperius.
Bird.
So, taking off some of those soft goods, putting on the alternate head, you really get like a whole different look out of the character. You know, I mean, when you look at those two sides of the side, this is a shot that allows you to see that cutlass that you mentioned in much more detail. We're already at reveal number 4. Actually, stepping back, can you believe that this is our 3rd year doing GCon here at the Hanover Marriott before LegionsCon?
Amazing.
I know, it's incredible that, I mean, this is, I believe, year 8 for GCon.
If you say so. that sounds about right. I don't even know anymore.
It is year 8 for GCon.
Okay. That's some authority.
Yes. But yeah, for the 3rd year in a row, being able to be here the day before LegionsCon officially starts in front of all of our friends and families is absolutely incredible. Thank you all once again for joining. I was.
Those little kids, Jeremy.
I was all shaved.
Had a lot less gray hair.
I've aged. Adventuring in Mythos has aged me quite a bit.
I think we were all yes gray back then.
I think it looks distinguished.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm certain your wife would say the same.
So reveal number 4 is from another new faction called the Seafarers League. Initially focused. So, imp scale. This is a new scale that we revealed, a smaller than goblin scale that we revealed during the Horror of Einsamal wave. And a number of our very astute, legionnaires said, it's very strange that you called it imp scale and didn't do an imp. The reality is, the imp was the first one you did.
Yes.
But the Horror of Einsamal wave has a very, northern theme to it. Whereas you started sculpting this character, and as Zinjar started to come out, it had a very different feel. Now, we knew that this wave, we didn't know what the exact makeup was, but we knew what the story was going to be, what the feel was going to be. And I remember having the conversation where you said, this imp really feels like it belongs in the GCon wave. So, imp scale was introduced during Horror of Einsamal, but the first imp gets revealed today as part of the Dawns of Discovery. Please say hello to our 4th reveal. This is Zinjar. Eric, why don't you introduce us to this damage that's included as well, along with that gold bar. So that's a very cool accessory that diorama creators are definitely going to enjoy adding to their collections and their photos. Line. This is the 300th Mythic Legions figure. That's incredible. Can you imagine 300? When you guys, there's so many milestones. We talked about this last year, at length with the anniversary, the 10-year anniversary of Mythic Legions and the 25th of the company. But when you guys recorded that original Kickstarter video for Mythic Legions, to think forward this decade plus to figure 300, that's incredible. Did you think you would get to this point?
No, of course not. Like the only thing I still remember from that video was, and I hear it in Bill Mancuso's voice, I don't know if he's in here, it's probably in back, was me, through him, and his imitation of me saying, "Blah." But yeah, I mean, we made 25 years. I mean, that's not possible, right, Jim? Not possible. Jim was able to retire, and we've done our 300th figure. It's unbelievable.
It's funny, like up until probably, well, you guys have seen this deck before, a couple of days, but I always remember like how many figures you do, and we would kind of like do it in your head and say 120, 130. I don't think we've ever,
which I thought was kind of impressive.
Did a guess that it would be 300. I mean, when we would guess, it would be in the low twos, mid twos at this point,
And this is just for Mythic, right?
Right.
This is just Mythic.
It's
This
not
doesn't
even
include Cosmic, Figure Obscura, Infinite Legions, Graveyard.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Horsemen Studios has been fortunate enough to work on a number of notable toy lines over the year, expansive toy lines. The fact that Mythic Legions has reached this level more than these other toy lines you've worked on is incredible.
Well, that's what, like, for, we've been in the industry for a while. We've worked on a lot of lines. And, probably the two most expansive lines that we worked on for the longest period of time up to this were DC Universe Classics and Masters of the Universe Classics for Mattel. And Masters in particular, we worked on that line for 10 years. And there was a point where the book was being written, that kind of encapsulated all that. And I was working on comments for it. And that line, over those 10 years, it made it over 200. And it was in the low 200s for figures. And I remember that was something we were very proud of and fortunate to be able to work on something consistently for so long. And a real milestone in our careers. And the fact that with this line that we've created ourselves and built up, with the support of everyone here, and to be at this number, it is incredible. It really is. It really is.
A little bit of a different reveal. This is something that lately has been, something we've done in a few waves. Started with Cosmic Legions, did one in the Heart of Einsamal wave. I'm of course talking about a diorama style accessory pack. These have been very, very popular. This one we're calling the Ports of Mythos accessory set. And I really love that little name because up until, a couple months ago, Ports of Mythos was like the working name for this wave the entire time. So this is a little nod to our kind of like Blue Harvest kind of moment here for this wave.
And this was funny to me because one day Jeremy and I were having a conversation, and I said, well, we one thing we haven't done yet is we still need to come up with the name of the wave. And then Jeremy's like, what do you mean? I thought this was the name of the wave the whole time. And it's not a bad name for a wave, but it just, yeah, it was, I caught you off guard a little bit.
But we wanted something, we haven't talked about that name, Dawns of Discovery. You know, you wanted almost like the opposite of Advent of Decay, where Advent of Decay was a moment where things were getting really dire for Mythos. And we wanted this to be the exact opposite. We wanted this to be like hopeful. This is literally the dawn of a new day. These are the dawns of discovery. There's going to be some conflict that happens, but we're at least entering these new days very, very hopeful.
Yeah, ever since we did Advent of Decay, I wanted to, when we got to the next chapter of Mythic Legions, wanted to do like the mirror, the mirror of that title, and this is that new the beginning of that new chapter. So it was the time to do that, a title that reflected that.
While I was getting ready to do my intro this morning, I was trying to remember the name, and I kept thinking Islands of Adventure. That's not which it kind of fits too. But Dawns of Discovery. Oh, that's what it is.
So we're going to see some items in this accessory set that you haven't actually seen with the figures yet. They're from figures that we've yet to reveal. So we'll talk you through what's unique, what's only coming in this accessory set, the Ports of Mythos accessory set. So we've got a bunch of different things here. Let's look at this view here. So one of the things I want to point out is that very large fish. That is a gore fish. So in the short story that we had for the ship logs, they talk about going hunting for gore fish quite a bit. That is what we're seeing right. With that, we're going to keep this moving. We're going to go on to reveal number 6 in the Mythic Legions Dawns of Discovery wave, and this is our character's name, who we heard just a few moments ago. We're coming back to the Seafarers League, and we're going to meet Captain Iron Skull.
Ready to go?
Oops.
We've got that fish skull mask, the harpoon, once again the cutlass with the scabbard. Reveal number 7. This was a reveal that at one point, Eric, I said to you, no one is going to have this on their bingo card. And then I quite literally saw a bingo card that had this on it. And I showed you, and you were like, man, our fans are so into it. Do we have a leak in our studio? Is it getting out somehow?
My question was, do people have access to our Dropbox?
Yeah, somehow someone had this on their bingo card. Reveal number 7 for the Mythic Legions Dawns of Discovery wave is Siren Opal Scale.
Future, but also a lot of brand new parts here as well.
That was our way of adding lore into this character that would allow us to give her a completely second lower half with full legs. You're $48 in the direct pre-order that starts tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern time. If they decide to split this figure at the waist or buy extras so they can have multiple looks. The character comes up from below deck, and it's someone that she's familiar with, and it's another name, another character that I'm sure our fans are going to be familiar with as well. So for the 8th reveal in the Mythic Legions Dawns of Discovery wave, we're going to do another character that you recognize that's joining us on our journey as we move forward. Please say hello to Vetus Prime.
introduced last year, so he's pretty maxed out as far as the articulation range of movement goes. But he's got that new Odysseus belt emblem on it.
Yep.
He's got
the different feet that you can swap out. One note on that helmet, there's that little black piece that's next to the helmet. That's a second insert that you can put in the helmet. So if you want to still use that on another figure and get more of that blacked out look, you can totally do that with that.
I think that's a little forced. I think that's a little forced. I think that's a little forced.
So we're on the Ocean's Lure. We're pulling out of port now. We've left Eagles Port, we've left New Mythos. We are literally setting sail for these new shores. As we come around the Deadlands, out from the shadows pulls the Undertow. The Undertow comes up and pulls alongside the Ocean's Lure, and as our Fishers Guild characters get up on to the deck, they see this character standing there waiting for them. Are you ready for this? We're gonna, seriously, it's gonna be. This is from the Seafarers League, Odoben.
Come on, everyone do it. Arr, arr, arr.
So Eric has been wanting to do a walrus guy forever since I've known him.
It's cool because it's got the skull of a seabird on it. So again, I was looking for ways to bring in this kind of nautical theme to the figure in ways that were a little different. A lot of it had to do with materials. So you see, you see bone, you see wood, you see a lot of rope in this. Things that you would see aboard a fishing vessel.
Really change up the look between both of the different heads with the way that you want the tusks to actually look.
That's the best.
An army of walrus.
Yes.
Out from its hiding spot in the Deadlands to intercept the Ocean's Lure, requested a walrus, which we had to reveal a day later. That had to be that. I walked into that room to give you a time check, and I saw a walrus up on the screen, and I was like, what the hell?
Yes.
What's it doing?
I was kind of thinking the same thing. And then as I'm sculpting it was coming together very quickly on the screen.
Yes.
I'm thinking in the back of my head, I can't flinch here, but am I doing this too quickly? Like I know what a walrus head looks like. Later in the day, somebody asked for a shark, and that didn't come together nearly as quickly as this. And then sitting there saying, oh, well, you could use the Ganesh belly on it. And I'm saying, oh my God.
A copy of our recipe book. The availability, the all-in price, and all of that stuff. But back to where we are in the story. So, Real of the Ship is a character that they have hiding under there just for this possibility. The final reveal is Bulwark. Joe has brought out Slog. That's a big figure for sure.
Oh my. Oh my. Wow. Wow.
How much is shipping going to be? Everyone told me I was buying a volleyball. Anybody got the old bag?
Wow.
So Joe brought out Slog.
It's hinged, but also has the swivel in a way where you can get
the bulk of the figure itself. Which that is now, and show you some stuff. So we're going to start with Mythic Legions. Well, we've been talking about Mythic Legions for, just over 2.5 hours at this point. So I think we see where Mythic Legions is. We're able to surprise people with the Urzok edition. And then, of course, the Scaphoid and Sir Valgard, which they're going to debut here at LegionsCon for all of you to have access to. So that is super exciting with Legacies of Mythos. This is a line that I know the fan base is excited for. You've been really excited for getting a chance to go back to these characters. While we don't have a teaser to show you here at LegionsCon, we did want to let you know that the third wave of Legacies of Mythos it's already at the factory. The parts are already there being worked on. You will see that in 2026.
Made their prediction of what it's going to be.
They have, because they think they know what's coming from Figure Obscura, and we're here to tell you, forget what you think you know. This means secret figure. We're changing things up. Don't necessarily expect the same release schedule. Don't expect repaints of these. In some cases, we're going to do a definitive version, and we may not follow up with a repaint, or we certainly won't follow up with a repaint less than a year later. There may be much more distance. You don't know what to expect with Figure Obscura. So if you think you know what's coming, trust me, you don't know what's coming. Figure Obscura in 2026 and beyond is going to keep you guessing. Here, that was very exciting. This wave of, or not wave, but this line of Legions compatible pieces that are us partnering with other creators. Yeah, I'm gonna bring a couple guests. Last year at LegionsCon, we welcomed, or we announced that we were doing a partnership with Sideshow Collectibles. And we were thrilled a short time ago to announce that they were going to be joining us here at LegionsCon this weekend. So we're gonna bring them up right now. Say hello. How's it going? So thank you both for joining us.
A lot of time there with the company.
Mike Tolentino, hi everybody.
Hi. It's been an absolute joy to work with you guys, and we're excited.
Yeah, well, the same with us. I mean, like I said, when we were meeting, there was just the ideas and everything that we're bringing to the table, very open to, and our interpretations and how we were going to do, bring these into a statue form. So, and even the sculptor, James Kane is the sculptor on all 4 of these. And he's in London, so I would wake up pretty early every morning to jump on a phone call with him for a couple hours just to see how this was pushing and putting some ideas in, and then of course get it to a point where we'd share it with you guys.
So this is your first introduction to like our large audience. You just said some things here that they are all like, check. You cannot get, you have to watch what you say around. Right. So you said the word statue. So that's been a point of speculation where we had it previously announced what these are going to be. These are going to be statues, and you said there are 4 of them. So
I just ruined the Christmas for
That's okay. That's okay. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Not at all. I mean, that's what we're here about. Yeah, so incredibly excited. And Mike, great collaboration. The first statue from this collaboration. And that is
That's awesome.
a little bit of kind of a turn, and I'll play that again. Love seeing that, and you get to see kind of the back of the wings. And
it's funny because we were, like everything, we're getting things together.
Like the next, right now.
Yeah,
it should be.
Yeah, we timed that perfectly. So this is going to be
as we're getting ready to get these into paint and getting some color on them.
See these in the next video.
Just in one color, but you'll see all the
incredibly complex figure, lots of engineering. We're working through all of that with the factory. I think the last time Chris gave me an update,
he announced, a year ago, and it's, been a while, but everything has been moving really steadily and kind of swiftly this year. We found that there was a way that we could get the game done And then there was a whole distance between getting it done and getting it done right. And we've spent all year kind of closing that gap and making sure that it's really the best it can be. By the time it's crowdfunding in a couple of months, it's basically ready.
While we revealed this at LegionsCon last year, it was really just a few months ago at San Diego Comic-Con that we kind of put our foot on the gas and started revealing this further, started showing more of this.
Yeah, so even aside from the, the game part and everything, this is just from a strictly figure standpoint. It's, new parts for the library. So that's always exciting.
That, like, say, would come with the beginner box. You would get to a certain part of the story where the DM would get to the mythic encounter. And at that point, you can change the map to a 4-inch grid scale map, and then jump up the figures on their 4-inch bases that you have representing your character into like a real final or boss level, whatever you want to call it, battle scene.
What I wanted to say about the Mythic Legions role-playing game is it's all being done in-house. Not using anybody else.
Today, I said it was too early for us to share the next Infinite Legions project with you. I wasn't lying, it was too early. It was like an hour too early. So it's now time to share the next Infinite Legions project with you. Now, rather than us tell you what we're doing here and who we're partnering with for this, we've got a video we're gonna play because we figured we'll bring our partner in on this and he will actually explain to you what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna have to do something a little different here because what we have to do is in the room, we're gonna be able to play a video so you all can hear it, and then on home, I'm gonna play it here. So my team member over there, are you about ready to go live with this? Okay, I'm getting ready to go live with mine. Go.
Hey everybody, Joe Manganiello here with an important announcement. A lot of you might not know that I am a long-time fan of Four Horsemen Studios. In fact, I've been collecting a lot of their figures with something in mind. You see, I was hoping that one day I'd be making the announcement that I'm making right now, which is I have teamed up with Four Horsemen Studios, and over the next year, probably longer, let's see how it goes, we're going to be releasing my Archon the Cruel and the Dark Order figures done Four Horsemen style. That's right. All the articulation, all of the fun, all of the menace. You've fallen in love with these characters, you've probably played as some of them you've defeated some of them, maybe teamed up with some of them, but now you're going to be able to add them to your collection in a special run as curated by me with the guys from Four Horsemen. So I think, wow, why don't we just show you the first figure up right now?
Yeah.
Without any further ado, here's the first figure in what is going to hopefully be a long and fruitful collaboration with Four Horsemen Studios. I give you the first figure in my collaboration, Archon the Cruel. Take it away.
Oh, yes.
This certainly falls into that category. Archon the Cruel, working with Joe. Joe, that video, I mean, it was amazing to actually get that. We've known Joe for a little while now. This is a figure, and this is one of the things that we're doing with Infinite.
Eric, you'll do it now, won't you? You'll do it with me now, won't you?
Well, a wonderful GCon with an amazing ending with Joe Manganiello's Archon the Cruel. If you watch Critical Role or listen to Critical Role, you know that character over the years. Super cool to be that in Infinite Legions. And we got the doggone walrus. Do the walrus dance, everybody. Arr, arr, you got to do it. You got to do the walrus dance. it's going to be a while for those prototypes are out on display because everything now has to reset again to become LegionsCon, which is next week's episode. So we're going to wrap it up here from for this week for GCon. I'm going to try to get this video edited because you're going to be watching it in 2 days. So I'm going to get it done, get it edited, get it up. And when we come back next week for LegionsCon in full, you're going to see statues, you're going to see prototypes, you're going to see dioramas, you're going to see all kind of fun stuff. And lots of time with friends. So we'll do that together next week from LegionsCon. Hope you enjoyed this coverage. A little bit about the road to LegionsCon and the walrus dance. I'll talk to you next time. Squeeze it.